Hello, good evening. Welcome to TopSol Business Hour. It's a pleasure to have you today. And I want to say a quick prayer to you because this is Easter and we're really enjoying what God has done for us. So I bless you in the name of Jesus. And I pray that for every one of you who has believed in Christ and believes in his resurrection, that every good thing that is dead in your life be resurrected at this season. And of course, your business also, if you are a businessman or you are into business, every good thing, your profits, your profit margin, your return on investment, your product, your integrity, everything that is dead in your business, I ask God to revive them for you because that is the essence, okay? And I pray that that be done in your life in Jesus' name. Amen. All right. Thank you very much for joining us tonight. And it's been a pleasure. Having waited this 1 week because we've had results, and I'm talking about Forex results. I'm starting with that this evening. I just want to do a quick review of what we had last week. Last week, if you remembered, and for those that followed us, we placed an order on the Great Britain pound against the US dollar, and we had a very wonderful result. As a matter of fact, we projected a 23% retracement, but if you check the order and you check the chart for last week, we actually had more than 50% retracement. And of course, for those that followed that signal that we gave, you must have had your 10% profit, even more than that. If you projected more than that. So today I want to quickly share with you, and like I promised you, that we already have our own account. Okay, so we already have our investment, and this is what I want to show you quickly. If you look at this place now, you see live, and then you can see our account number, and then you can see the amounts that we have there. That's our capital, and that's what we'll be starting with every week. Okay, and like I said to you, our target is just 10%, so we always start with this 100 euros here, and our leverage, which is very important, you can see that it's 1 to 500, 1 to 500. So that's extremely important. So if you are going to trade, all right, and your capital is 100 euros, now every signal we give based on this leverage, 1 to 500. I repeat, 1 to 500, because that's going to affect your margin level. That's going to affect everything, okay, about your account. So please, if you're going to be trading, if you've not started and you really want to follow us, religiously, you can just do that. You can have your leverage at 1 to 500, and then you can start with whatever capital you want to start with. And like I always say, every signal we give to you, we base it on 100 euros capital. This week, maybe with time we're going to increase that as more people try to invest, as more people have interest in this. We keep increasing the capital with which we trade. But what we do basically is we trade every week, and then we draw our profit and we share to those that have invested. And like I said, what we promise every week is just 10%. So 10% of 100 euros is just 10 euros. All right. In Nigeria, that's some good money, at least it can take you from one place to another. And if I recharge your card with 10 euros, that's about 4,000. So if you have 4,000 naira credit on your phone, I think you'll be happy. So if that is just what is going to solve for you, it's still beautiful. All right, so today I also want to show you, if you look at the second picture that we have on the background there, so that you'll be sure that this is a live account. Like I said, this is a live account and not a demo. If it's a demo account, you're going to see demo, but this is live account. And also you can see here that we have our name on top here. This is business TopSol Business Network. Okay, so this here is our account, is our business account, our Forex business account that we trade with. And of course, once you see this, you know that this is real. Okay, so this is TopSol Business Network, and that is just to tell you that we are live and we are really trading, as you can see. Now let's go to the signal for today. I'm going to show you on the third image there. Our signal today will still be trading on the Great Britain pound against the US dollar. All right. Now, if you look at this chart, which is coming up now, we're looking at the 4-hour chart. Now, if you look at the 4-hour chart, you'll still find out that Yes, the on the third image, you find out that the Great Britain pound really fell against the US dollar, okay? And we still want to take advantage of that this week. So we're going to be taking our 10% profit. As I'm speaking to you right now, probably we've even almost gotten there. But I mean, if you're still with us and you really want to take advantage of that, you can still place a buy order. So we want to place a buy order this week. If you look at the chart here, I've actually put the Fibonacci retracement, okay, on the chart. And for our Fibonacci retracement this week, I mean, we took our peak from 1.42460. Okay, so that's where we took the peak from. And then you see the lowest point there where we placed it is 1.40106. So we want to take advantage of that. We're looking at some 50% retracement right now as I'm talking to you. I mean, just today when the market opened again because of the Easter break, we already have a 23% retracement. Now, we didn't place our order at that point. We just placed our order like an hour ago. So if you are still there, you can still quickly place your own order. All right, so we placed our order like an hour ago, and we placed our order, you know, close to 1.40348. And let me look at the next image on image 4. So I will show you exactly how you can place your order. If you look at the next image, yeah, image 4, there you see the dialog box. Okay, it's coming up now. You see the dialog box where you have the new market order. Now, the new market order tells you, I mean, that's the dialog box that comes out when you want to place your order. Okay, so now, we're placing a buy order. Like I said to you, we're placing a buy order here. And if you look at the price there, I mean, this is not the current price. Okay, this was like an hour ago. If you look at the price, that's 1.4035. And if you look at your volume, okay, it's very important. Look at the volume here. That's it. We have 5K. 5K means 5,000. Okay, so that's 5,000 units of Great Britain pound against the US dollar. All right, so if you look down here, you can see where you can take your profit. Okay, so we use Auto Trader, so we don't have to be on the screen all the day, you know, watching the markets as they move. No, so we use Auto Trader, and if you look down here and look at the Auto Trader, you find out that we already set it to take the profit at 1.40631. So if he's going to take the profit at 1.40631, we're going to have a profit of $11.22. So that covers our 10%. I mean, so we have this for the whole week, but I'm sure that before tomorrow morning, we're going to have our profit. So you can see there that the pips, you know, the pips there is 27.6. That's the distance, okay? That's the distance between the order we have placed and the take profit. So we're looking at it just rising 27.6 pips, okay, movements up. And then we take our profit at 1.40631, and then that's going to be 11.22% profit, and that's more than even 10%. So for this week, we are very certain that we're going to get that. And the last image there will just show you what we have after we have placed our own order. All right, we placed our own order like I showed you from the beginning. We had 100 euros, okay, as our balance. And after placing our order of 5,000 units of Great Britain pounds against the US dollar, we have our equity that is still 99.81 euros. So we've just spent about 20 cents, okay, to place that order. So we are very safe. And then you can look at the margin used. So if you check the margin used here on this third column, you'll find out that we used just 11.44 euros, okay, and the free margin is still 88.39, and our margin level is still 876%, which is very excellent. Okay, so it's safe. And yeah, you have the profit there, which we are expecting it to take at 10%. All right, so that's the signal that we're giving you for this week. We hope that you join us. For those that joined last week, you have enjoyed your 10%, and hopefully before tomorrow or before the end of this week, I'm so sure that those that will follow this order also, they'll get their 10%. All right, so I'll be back shortly, and from next week I'm going to be starting something extremely important and new. All right, we want to give some more chances to people that really want to trade, and I will let you in on that next week. But in a short while, we take a break, and we will be back with Business Hour, TopSol Business Hour. Don't go. Share this video. invite your friends, and we're about to talk about a very important topic: how to raise capital for your business. I'll see you in a short while. All right, thank you for staying there, and I really appreciate those that have been watching and those that have been sharing. Okay, I want to do something today. It's Easter Monday, and Easter means a time that God gave His Son, okay, to die for the world, and I believe He died for me. I accepted that, and I'm enjoying that. All right, so I think it's a season of giving. I think it's not just Christmas that is a season of giving. Easter too is a season of giving. So I also want to give a gift tonight, okay? So, but I'm going to give a gift to people that participate on my program, all right? So I really want to test those that are participating. What you're going to do for me tonight, I'm going to give you a very short test, okay? So you're going to answer it, and then when you've answered it, I will check all those people that have answered. I have my phone here today. So I'll check, and then if you've answered it, then I'm going to do a draw. I always love draws. I love lotteries. I'm still believing that one day I'm going to win like €1,000,000 in lottery. I don't buy the tickets, but I just hope I will win somehow. All right. But this one now, I want you to participate. Okay. So what you're going to do for me is you're going to share this video. All right. Now, after you've shared it, then you just send me a message that you shared it. So I will take a list of those that have shared this video, and then I'm going to do a draw. All right. So the winner, I'm going to say next week, and then I'll give you a prize, a beautiful prize, okay, that you're going to love. All right. So for those that are watching right now, or that are still going to watch, in the future, it doesn't have to be live. So once you watch this video, share, and then you put a comment, I shared. You can put the time that you shared it, okay? It's always there. And I'm going to give you a gift. I'm going to do a draw, maybe for 1 or 2 people. And I'll tell you what the gift is going to be like, okay? So once you've shared it, I'll contact you personally, and then I'll send your gift down to you. But I'm telling you, it's something that you love, okay? So thank you for joining. Oh, yeah, me, Mulikat, Adewumi, Mary Abiodu, Audi, hey, Emmanuel, ¿cómo estás? Abe Olushola, Chosen Maxon, Kenny Ray, Temi Tokbe, Oliver Lotena, Ostinosa Mini, Sabo Africa, and many people more. So if you're watching me right now, like I said, you can share this video and just put a comment, I've shared or shared. Okay, put the time you shared, and then we're going to do a draw. We're going to give you a gift by next week. Okay, thank you for that. Tonight we want to, talk briefly, okay, and it's going to be participatory. We want to participate. We want to talk about how to raise capital for your business, okay? Probably you want to start a new business and you don't know how to raise capital. Or maybe you are already into business and you want to expand, okay? And you're looking at how can I raise capital? How can I raise capital to start? We want to look at that very briefly tonight. But I want us to, talk and share experiences on that. All right, so let me just read to you from my book, okay? Breaking Business Myths, breaking them and starting your business to success. It's a book. It's a very small little book that I wrote some 2 years ago, and I'm going to share from you the second chapter, because the second chapter actually talked about that. Okay. Now, the second chapter tells us about you cannot start a business without capital. It's one of the myths, okay, that people believe. It's something that people believe, that how can you start a business when you don't have capital? But I can tell you that I have started so many businesses. As a matter of fact, most of my businesses, I start them without capital. So how does that work? Okay. Now, why do I think that this is a myth? It's a myth because of this question I'm going to ask you, and I want you to contribute to this question in a short, in short few minutes. There is a test I usually carry out when I do trainings, for people. I carry out this test in my audience, and I ask people, if you have €1,000,000 today, someone just calls you up and say, "Hey, boy, come here, Charles, Shola, or Oliver, or Mary. Okay, I have these €1,000,000. Take. What you gonna do with it? How are you going to spend that €1,000,000? Okay. And then you begin to find different answers. Okay. How do you spend €1,000,000? Maybe the money is too much. I mean, €1,000,000 is actually way too much. Okay. For so many of us. Now, but let's come down to like €100,000. If you just get €100,000 gift right now, how are you going to spend it? What are you going to do? Now, the answers I get always tells me, all right, what people actually think, or what people have in mind, or the plans that people have when it comes to business. Now, the truth is that a lot of people don't know how to spend that money, and that's why they don't have it. Now, because if you believe that you need capital to start business, then you should be able to tell me exactly what you're going to do with the money if you get it. But the truth is, a lot of people do not know, okay, exactly what they want to do. They do not even understand what business they want to go into. And they always hide under the canopy of, I need capital to start. If you ask them, why have you not started your business? My brother, I need capital. If I get money today, I'm going to start a business. But the truth is, it doesn't work like that. Most people that have started out in business that I know, okay, I've known a lot of people that started out in business. They never started with capital. As a matter of fact, they started when they had no money on them. So how does this work? So how do you get capital to start? I mean, what does capital represent? Now, I'm just going to read a little bit of the book, okay, and then we talk a little, and then we end it tonight. From the book, it says that if you have €1,000,000 today, what will you do with it? These are the various answers I usually get. I will buy a house, a car, a land, etc. I will invest some of it, okay? Mark that word, invest. I will invest some of it and spend the rest on certain things. I will start a good, big business that can sustain me for the rest of my life. I won't need to work again. I will invest into my business plan a little capital. I will employ the services of a financial advisor. And so many other opinions that seem ideal or wise, but not necessarily correct or profitable. Okay? Or not necessarily correct or profitable. Yeah. Now, from all the answers above, you can notice that only one out of all 5 has any plan for business before receiving the money at all. Now, the one that said that I'm going to invest a little capital on my business plan is actually, the only one that might really make a good use of that money. Now, so is that person actually starting with the capital? No, he had a business plan. He had an idea. He had something that he was going to invest the money into. And that's what a lot of people don't have. And the truth is, that is what you need to start business, not the capital. Not the capital. Let me read a little bit more. It is also likely that this one person does not succeed in the business at once, but at least he has a plan ahead of time. Thus, I came to the conclusion that it is not capital anyone needs to start a business, but an idea. Have you ever thought about that? That a very good idea has a way of selling itself. It's not capital you need to start your business. So the reason why you've not started that business is not because you don't have capital. It's because you don't have an idea. You have to face the fact. Or you are not sure of the idea that you have. So it is not capital that you need. So the moment you understand that, the moment you get that out of your mind, that, it's because I don't have capital, then you are a bit close, or you are closer to succeeding in starting your business. All right? Now, let me read a little bit further. You need a business plan more than you need a capital to start a business at all. There is no good business idea that does not source capital for itself. A young man approached me some 2 weeks ago and said, Brashola, this is what I'm doing presently. And if you just want me to send you my proposal, just let me just send you my proposal, my business proposal. So you just go through it. I mean, just go through it and tell me something. And I said, okay, yeah, just give it to me. Give it to me. Let me see it. And I was, going through the proposal with my wife, and we saw it, and we got so interested in it. And I said, wow. I said, babe, we must invest into this. I said, this is good business. All right. This is a good business plan. And I need to look into this more critically. I need to observe it. I need to peruse over it. But I think that this is a good business plan. So if the guy had no money at all, which I believe probably he doesn't have, the truth is the idea that he brought forward actually sold itself. It has actually brought capital for him automatically. Now, at the beginning, it might not be his money. As a matter of fact, I don't even encourage people to start business with their own money. Wise people don't start business with their own money. So if you're waiting for your own money to come before you start business, you will never start. All right? You will never start, because if you have your own money, then why should you even do business to make money? You get what I'm saying? So it's not money you need, it's the idea. Every good idea will source capital for itself. So check your ideas, check your business plan. Is it good enough? If it's good enough, it will source for its capital. All right. Now, so I believe a saying in business consulting. It says, if the idea is good enough, it will be self-financing. If your idea is good enough, it will be self-financing. If you find yourself in business and then you the one, spending all your money to run the business every time, and the idea itself is not really selling, then you have a problem. Okay, every good business will sell itself. Have you ever noticed that people want to buy franchise of businesses that are succeeding? Do you know why they buy franchises of businesses that are succeeding? Not because the businesses are just succeeding, but because the idea or the product or the service the business offers sells itself. And that's the truth. One of the fastest growing franchise in the world, or sector, is the fast food sector. This franchise grows, and the cosmetics these days. Now, why do people tend to buy into such franchises? Why? Because the idea sells. The idea of selling food sells, because the world needs food. There's food shortage everywhere, almost all around the world. So the world will always eat food. People will always eat food. And today, cosmetics, of course, yeah, the ladies want to get younger. The men, no, of course, I've not met a man that wants to look younger, okay? But the ladies want to look younger, they want to look good and all that, and everybody is going towards that. And all the fat people, they want to slim down. Someone like me, I want to slim down on my tummy to go down. You're not seeing it now because you're not seeing it on the side, and that's I'll never turn my side to you, okay? So just look at it on the front and believe that I have 6 packs, okay? But people really want to slim down, and so you find out that all these cosmetics and wellness products, they are really selling. All right, so because people came up with those ideas and they are selling fast. Why does business networking in business? Why is it that some really bring success and others don't? It's the product, it's the idea that they sell. Now, if it's a good idea, you'll find out that people naturally will invest into it. They will bring their own money even to invest into that idea, into that business. Okay, so check your idea every time, okay, that you come up with a business plan, or even in the business that you're doing. Is your idea sellable? Okay, is it self-financing? If it's not self-financing, then you might make a big error thinking that capital is what you need to start your business. So most people who believe they need capital to start a business are mere daydreamers. All right, they're just dreaming and do not have good focus and will for business. Most successful businesses in the world today didn't start with any capital at all, but they all started with a good idea, a strong, unchanging will, and a winning plan. I think for those of you that has always been following me, you heard when Olaolu Abimbola, and thank you, Olaolu Abimbola, for joining us again tonight. When Olaolu Abimbola was sharing with us how he started out in business. Now, all he had was a good idea and a very strong will, unyielding will, even with the product that he had, with the service that he wanted to offer. He didn't have money to start, but he started out anyhow. And that's how successful people start. They don't have money. You find out a lot of people, they even get little loans, okay, when they want to start out. But because they believe in what they have, they believe in their products, and they have the passion for it. You find out that as long as the idea is good, finances will come by itself. All right. So you don't have to wait, okay, looking for capital to start your business. Capital is meant to be a fuel pumped into a business vehicle and not the body part of the business vehicle. All right. I think I should explain that. Capital should be a fuel. Okay. For example, if you've bought a car, all right, you have a brand new car right now, but there is no fuel in it at all. I mean, the car can still move, you can push it around, all right? You can tell people to push you around without the fuel. Now, the truth is you might not be able to go far, all right? You're not going to enjoy it as you're supposed to. And that is exactly how capital should be for business. I'm not saying that capital is not important. Don't get me wrong tonight. But I'm saying that it is not the first thing. Okay? So you need to clear that from your conscience. It's not the first thing. It's supposed to be a fuel. The first thing is to get the car itself, the engine, the body, get it ready. And that is your business plan, your idea. When that is ready, then any little capital you invest into it, I'm telling you, it takes you farther than you will ever think. But can you imagine a man after going to driving school, for example, and then you have your driver's license, and the first thing he begins to buy is fuel, and then he loads his house with fuel, and he has lots of fuel, gallons and gallons of fuel in his house, or gas in his house. What's he going to do with that? You find out that at the end of the day, he might burn himself down. Okay, I mean, if the house catches fire, that's the end. All right, so and that's what a lot of people do. They first of all look for capital. Okay, the government, and you have lots of government parastatals doing that today. Or we want to empower the youth. How do you empower the youth? We're going to give them business loans, 100,000, 50,000, or 200,000, and then you can start your business. I think it's wrong. It's a wrong perspective because it is not the capital they need. They need the idea. Work on the idea first. Work on the ideas. Work on their perception about business. When they have good business ideas, I'm telling you the gospel truth. Every good business provides its own capital. It will yield its own capital. It's a provision. All right. So when there is a good vision, there will be provision for it. Okay. So there must be the vision first. And that's the business idea before the capital comes. So let your capital be like a fuel, all right, that you pump into your business vehicle. Also, there are millions of people today who are interested in investing into wonderful ideas and business prospects. And that is why we have TopSol Business Hour, all right? That's why we have TopSol as a whole, as a ministry. The truth is you'll be shocked at how many people around the world are actually looking for the opportunity to invest in viable businesses. I've been talking to a couple of people, so many people, we are building a network presently, okay, of investors. And when I talk to people like, okay, we have this network, and if you want to join, they go, oh, yeah, yes, please. I've been looking for that opportunity. Something I can invest into that can bring me some income. I go like, wow, are you really serious? Yeah, we've been looking for it. There are so many people around the world. They have little capital. They have little investments that they want to put into businesses that are viable. But the problem is they have not found businesses. They have not found ideas that they can really trust. So, you need to look at it from that perspective. So, if you think that your business actually needs capital, I bet you there are millions of people that are looking for you. So, it's not about looking for the capital. No, it's about looking after your idea. It's about looking after your business. It's about looking after your concept. Because if it is good, money will follow it. Okay, so there are millions of people who are interested in investing into wonderful ideas and business prospects. If your ideas are great enough, all right, they have a way to attract such individuals to themselves and get the funding required. Sometimes what we need is not capital for our business idea, but an expansion of our social network. Well, already I'm giving you the tips, okay, for tonight. So how do you raise capital? Number one, have a very good business plan. Let your idea, let your plan be solid. Let it be something you believe in. Let it be something that can convince other people. And number two, expand your social network. All right. There are lots of people that have brilliant ideas, but they are not telling anybody about it. I have these concept, and I always tell people, listen, if you have something good, don't keep quiet about it. Let the whole world know about it. I've been looking at people. I've had people approach me about my program, like, okay, can we put adverts on your program? I say, yeah, just with time, but I'm trying to build up something, okay? And when I'm ready, you can put your adverts on it. Now, why are they asking for that opportunity? Because they want people to know what they do. The truth is, you don't know the power of publicity until you have invested into it. A lot of people are there and they have not expanded their social network. I have lots of people on Facebook. They are on Facebook, but if you check the number of friends they have, maybe they just have 100 friends, 50 friends, 200 friends. And I asked them, why do you have such limited number of friends? They're like, no, I don't have everybody. I said, but it's a social network. Now, I don't know. I don't have people I don't know. I don't have people I don't love. Well, it's all right. But it's not your private network. It's a social network. It's a public network. It's either you're there or you're not there. If you're on Facebook, you better take advantage of that. I had people. I have friends. I have over 2,000 friends. I don't have everybody, just like that. But once I know you, we have contact, we exchange our contacts, okay? Why? Because I need to expand my social network. Because you don't know where those funds are going to come from. You don't know where the capital you've been looking for is going to come from. You might not believe it, okay? It might just be someone on your social network that will just go like, oh, I heard that you do this. I heard that you do that. Can we do this together? Can you do this for me? And that's it. I've had to call on friends so many times that, just on Facebook, I'll be like, hey, guy, there's something that is coming up. Are you interested? And we hook up and we do stuffs together. All right. How does that come to them? By their social network. So a lot of times, one of the ways by which you can raise funds, okay, for your business or capital, if you want to call it that, for your business is by expanding your social network. Know more people. Be open to the world. Be open to people. Advertise your business. Let people know what you're doing. Let people know you for what you do. Okay? Because if they don't know you for what you do, when they need such services or such products, you're not going to come to their mind. Have you ever wondered why Coca-Cola still, or Pepsi, why they still spend lots of millions of euros or dollars on advertisements? Do they really need to advertise themselves? Yes, they do, because they create an image in the memories of people, especially the younger ones. You find out that most adverts today, they appeal to the younger generation. Why? Because they want to register it in their minds. Personally, I've grown up to know Coca-Cola, all those days back when I was young. They always bring new adverts at Christmas. And so Christmas for us was about eating rice, chicken, and drinking a bottle of Coca-Cola. That was Christmas. There was nothing better than that. And of course, it has to be cold, and sweating. That's the image that we've had. And up till now, that's what we do. I went to a restaurant the other day. It was very cold, all right? It was during the winter. And then I asked for, of course, my bottle of Coca-Cola. And the man said, will you want some ice? I said, yes. I said yes before I thought about it, that it's actually cold. Do I really need to drink it cold? But I said yes because I'm used to, Coca-Cola sweating, from the bottle or from the cup. So I just saw that and I remember the adverts. I was like, wow, these guys have really crept into my mind. And that's the truth. You have to open up yourself, okay? That's one of the ways by which you raise your capital when you are into business or you want to start your business. So a lot of times what we need is a good business idea, and then we need to expand our social network. When you expand your social network, unbelievable connections show up at any given time. All right. So that's just from my book. Okay. That's from chapter 2 of my book, Breaking Business Myths. So how do you raise funds for your business? Number one, make sure that your idea is clear, your vision is clear, and it's sellable. All right. If it is not sellable, don't go out raising capital. Number two, how do I raise capital? Expand your social network. And please open your mouth. All right. There is a saying that a closed mouth is a closed destiny. It's the same with business. You can't be having your business in the corner of a room and nobody knows about it. Shout it out to the world. Some advertisements or advertisers can be so annoying. For some of us that maybe we're into watching movies or programs on TV. When the adverts come up, what do? You want to switch. You keep changing your channels. Now, exactly, it's like that. You keep changing your channels. Why? Because you don't want to see the adverts. It's annoying, but they keep doing the adverts because that's the only way it gets to your mind. Let me surprise you. The other day, I went to the social security office, okay, to register my name when I wanted to start working, and they said to me, well, every citizen has to have an insurance. So you must be registered with an insurance company. And I said, oh, all right, okay. So I told the officer, I said, well, just pick anyone for me. I mean, health insurance. I pick anyone for me. It doesn't matter. I have a private one. Just pick anyone from the government. And he said, oh, I'm sorry, I can't do that. We're not allowed to do that. We can only give you the list and you have to pick one. I said, okay. Give me the list. And so when I started reading the names of the insurance companies, I didn't pick anyone until I got to one. I just saw the name, and I said, oh, yeah, that's one. And the woman looked at me and said, why did you pick that? I said, well, because that's the only one I see on TV. Yeah, so I chose that because that's the one I see on TV. And can you imagine how many thousands of people would have chosen that, just not because they know the company, but because they watch their adverts and they are used to it? All right. So if I call brands now, maybe brands of cars, what comes to your mind? Of course, the first thing that comes to your mind are the ones you've seen on the adverts. If I call drinks, okay, soft drinks, the first thing that comes to your mind is either Coca-Cola or Pepsi. Nothing else comes to your mind. And the truth is, when you are thirsty, very thirsty, and then you get to the store and then you look at the shelf, the first one you want to pick is Coca-Cola because that's the one that is registered in your mind. And so that is how your idea should be. Spread it around. Tell everybody about it. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is what I do. This is my business idea. This is my business idea. People know me for that. When I have new business idea, I'm going to disturb your life. Okay? Because I'm going to speak until someone will get interested. And that person that is interested will sponsor it. So how do you raise your capital? Publicize what you do. Tell people about it. Of course, when in the process of telling people, they will criticize it. And that is what you need. You need your ideas or your businesses to be criticized. Why? Because they're not going to put money into what they don't believe in. They want to put money into what they believe in and what is sure for them. Okay, so they want you to be sure of what you're doing, and so they're going to criticize you. So when they criticize you like that, don't go and hide your idea. No, go back, do your homework, and then represent it. Okay, and please have the will, passion. Passion brings finance to businesses. When people see that you are passionate about what you're doing, do you know there are certain people, they buy your product not because they really need it, but because they feel that they are doing you a favor. I've seen that so many times. They go like, oh, brother Shola, I just like the way you do this stuff. I think that you're really suffering, trying to put this together. Okay, let me just invest a little. Let me just give you this. Let me just give you that. It doesn't matter how it comes. What matters to me is someone is sponsoring my ideas. Someone is buying my product. Okay? Now you can start like that. So you don't need to go to bank to get a loan. No. There are some ideas that you present to people and they will go get loans on your behalf. Okay, I want you to look at it in that perspective, not waiting for capital to come, but let your ideas, let your business raise its own capital. That's very essential. Okay, that's very essential. Of course, the third way by which you can raise capital for your business is actually taking loans from people. Now, this is a bit, I don't really encourage this much, but it's also good. I mean, if you are so sure of your idea and you are so sure of your plans, you can take a little loan, but please don't take loans that you don't need. All right. Now, I remember when I was in Nigeria, a friend of mine had an idea and he said, yeah, I'm going to try and get a loan from, a family friend, my uncle. And I said, all right, so what you going to use the loan for? He said, well, I'm going to set up my office and I'll get an official car. I said, really? I said, you're going to get an official car with a loan? He said, yeah, I mean, I need to represent myself well. I'm going to get some good clothing. I said, wow. I said, yeah, you're really using the loan, ain't it? And what are you offering? The service you're offering does not really need all these complacency, all these all these that you want to buy. Now, at the end of the day, you find out that people actually get loans and they waste it. Why? Because they see it as free money. There is never a free money, okay? You're going to pay back, and you're going to pay back with interest. And that's why you should be a bit wary of getting loans, all right? It's not something I encourage, but it's something good when you are sure of your business. I also always say to people, I don't I don't support you taking a loan to start a business. Let the business start itself. Let your product start itself. I was speaking to a lady last year. No, a man. It was a man. He works in a restaurant, and he's been working in the restaurant for about 15 years, as a dishwasher. And I said to him, I said, don't you think you've done this long enough to start something for yourself? He said, yeah, I've been thinking about a business, but I don't have capital. I said, all right, tell me about the business. He said, well, the soap that we actually use, okay, the washing chemicals that we use in my restaurant, he said, I'm the only one that knows how to prepare it, because we prepare with certain chemicals and all that it's good for the washing machine, it's good for your hands, and it's very good. I mean, it's excellent. I'm the only person in that company that can prepare the soap as it should be prepared, and that's why they've retained me. He said, but I'm thinking of taking that to Nigeria and really starting a company selling that soap in Nigeria. I said, okay. And so what do you need capital for? He said, yeah, have my industry, to buy the machines and other. I said, do you use machines to prepare them where you're working? He said, no, that's a small scale. I want to start in a big way. I said, no, you're making a mistake. I said, in the last 15 years that you've been waiting for capital, to start that business, you could have started in a small way also. I said, have you ever prepared that soap in Nigeria before? He said, no. I said, well, this is how you start. Prepare a little quantity and give it to your wife. Sell it to your wife. Oh, my wife is not going to buy it. No, but you give her money to buy soap in the market. Yeah, then you don't give her money next time and you give her the soap. Like, okay, I bought the soap for you. Take it. And the money you're supposed to give to her, you keep it. Okay? And then let her use the soap, and then you ask for her opinion. If she likes the soap, then you already have one customer. And then you can tell her to give a little sample to her friends. Now, when she gives it to her friends and they use it and they love it, you have 2, 3, 4 customers. I said, by the time you have 20 to 50 customers that will not buy any other soap apart from yours, you're already, into business. I said, do you know that by the time you keep doing that, and maybe after 3 months, 6 months, everybody in your church, everybody in your wife's place of work, everybody in your neighborhood are using that soap. I said, then you can begin to speak to people like, well, this is the idea I have and I need a little money. When people see that, they've seen your results, they are ready to invest. I said, 15 years, you would have gone further than this. And that is the situation with a lot of us. We are waiting for that capital, but the capital can be raised, okay, by you starting small, by you starting with little, and people will invest into your idea later or sooner. So you don't need to start a business taking bank loans. It's not good, because there are so many hidden costs that you do not know from the beginning. And the truth, I've experienced before, I've tried it before, I've taken loans to start businesses before, I've seen my failures, I've learned from it, and I will never do that again. Every business I start now, they start themselves, okay? Ideas start them, and then people invest into them. And that's the best way that I can tell you, okay? So, because if you get the loan, it's always like a free money. You're going to spend it on something else. Your child is going to need some money to go to the hospital, to go to school at that point in time. That is when your mother will fall sick. And then you must, send a little out of your loan. You must spend a little out of your loan. And once you begin to do that, you've destroyed it, because every penny of the loan is supposed to go for the business. But I'm telling you the gospel fact, it doesn't work like that. So I do not encourage people to start businesses taking loans. Okay, you can start small, and then later people will invest into it. But if you already have an existing business, like I said, and you see the prospects and it's something people can see, even if you go to the banks, they will be willing to give you more. Okay, because they've seen the little results that you have. There's a program that I used to watch. I watched it maybe once or twice, and I've not watched it again. It's Swimming with the Sharks, okay? Swimming with the Sharks is a program where you have investors. I mean, these are multi-billionaires, and then they call people to bring up their business proposals. There was an episode I watched that I loved so much. They called these guys to bring their business proposals, and they brought them, and then they started questioning them. Okay, this is the idea you have. How much do you need? What do you think? How do you think it's going to work? Why do you think it's going to work? And I had about 4 presentations that day. And the guy that had the best proposal, most beautiful in the sense of beautiful, I mean, it was so promising and all that. And then the guys asked him just one simple question, and he said, have you tried to sell this product before? And he said, no. Okay, and they asked him, how many of these products have you produced before? He said, I've not actually produced it, but I believe if I produce it, it's going to sell. And they said, well, I'm sorry, we cannot invest into that because it has not been tested. All right. But all the other ones, you find out that they've actually started in a small way. Oh, well, I made 50 pieces and I sold it in my neighborhood and the people loved it. And so I believe that if I make it en masse, then I'm going to sell. And they go like, okay, yeah, I will invest into that. So I learned a big lesson from that. Nobody wants to invest into an idea that has not been tested. Okay. And to test your idea, you don't need millions. Okay. You just need your family, your few friends. You just need to talk to people and see how people, embrace the idea, how people want to buy into the product. Okay. And then you from there, you'll be able to start. Like the Forex Club, when we started, we didn't start with, I showed you our account this evening, just 100 euros account. You're not going to run after 50% profit. No, just 10% every week. When it's consistent, you find out that lots of people wants to join that. I mean, I've been having calls from last week. Okay, how can I be part of that? How can I be part of that? Yeah, it's a process. It's gradual. Now, I don't need to go to the bank and get 10,000 euros to start. No, that's foolish. Okay. Every idea is going to sell itself if you start small and people see that it's sellable. Okay, so those are the ways by which you can raise capital to start your business. So far so good. Like I said to you, the most encouraging one and the one I will propose to anyone is to have a very sellable idea, no matter what you want to sell, no matter the product, no matter the service. If it is sellable, it will be self-financing. You stick to that, you try that, and you find out that it works. It works excellently. And that's what I want to share with you tonight. I just want to say thank you for everyone that has watched. When I started, for those that are joining us late, we already gave the signals for this week. Okay, we trading on Great Britain pound against the US dollar. It fell from last week and we're expecting a 30% retracement. It's already 23%. It already had 23% retracement from yesterday when the market opened, but we're expecting it to go a bit further higher. And of course, I showed you already. You can watch from the beginning of the video. You can still place that order if we have not made that 10% already. But this week, we are hopeful that we're going to make that 10%. And next week, we're going to invest more. And then we're going to go on like that. And next week, I'm going to be sharing with you the power of compound interest. We want to look at investments, okay? We've not finished everything about business. I know that it's a series that we're talking about, but I'm going to take a little bit of like 10 to 15 minutes next week just to teach us about investment. And what we want to do is we're going to be opening another portfolio, okay, at TopSol. You can do the same. What we do is we don't open the portfolio with your money. It's our own money too, but we want to show you what we do, okay? We just don't talk. Everything must be practicable, okay? So we're going to open a small account next week, and we're going to place that account on compounding interest rates, okay? So it's going to be a project for 1 year. So if you want to join us, you can also get your portfolio ready, okay? We talk about investments a little, and then we open the account, and then you will see how it's growing, okay? And yours also can grow. But you're going to see the power of compounding interest next week, and you're going to be shocked, okay? It's massive. You want to be a millionaire, then I'll show you how to do that. We do it together, okay? So if I'm becoming a millionaire, you're becoming a millionaire also. It's something I do and I love so much. And so we're going to see that next week. And hopefully, I'm going to be bringing on someone that is going to talk to us about investments, especially in Nigeria. Okay, for those that want to invest in Nigeria, I'm going to be speaking to him over the week, and let's see if he's going to join us next week. He's a business consultant and he's an investor. He has programs on some major TV stations in Nigeria, and he's doing good. Okay, so probably we're going to have him on this program, and he's going to be talking to us. And lastly, before I go, I said for those that are watching, one thing I want you to do for me is to share the video. Whether you've watched it now or you're going to watch it later, share this video. I'm going to be making a draw. Today is Easter Monday. Well, here, in Australia, I know you're already in Tuesday, but here in Spain, we are still in Easter. And for this season, I'm going to be giving out some gifts, okay, next week. So I'm going to be making a draw for those that have shared. So what I want you to do is once you share this video, you just type share in the comments. Just type share and post, and then you're going to be in, for that draw. So we're going to be giving some gifts. I mean, some good gifts, okay? Little gifts, all right, to people that are actually watching this program. So just click the button, share, and then you type share. I'm going to know if you shared it, so because I'll check your profile and I'll see whether you shared it or not. All right. So let's do that quickly for those that are watching. And I still want to say thank you for those that have joined. Benga Denuga, Oye Olori, Evans Akugbe, Pastor, thank you very much. Omeke Samson, thank you. Mary Iworo, Temi Abudu, Felix Alonge, how is Germany? Good to see you. Chiamaka Abugu, how is UK? Isabella Barrosa, ¿cómo estás? Florence Eguasa, Eto Babaito, thank you for joining. I'm so honored. Leonard Johnson, that's my prophet. God bless you, sir. Carlos Elias, Latifa Tadeni, Laulu Abimbola, Kenny John, Olayinka Duola, Omega Kayode, Tricia Julius, Kenny John Ajayi, Stanley Ekman, and so many other people. Thank you very much. So please just share this and put share, and then you are already in for the draws. And next week you're going to be winning a prize. Okay, I'm not going to tell you, but it's something very good, something excellent that you will love. This is Clevernat TV and radio. Please subscribe to this channel, because when you subscribe, we don't have to invite you every week. Once we come on here, you have notification directly from Clevernat TV, and then you can always join us. It's getting better, all right? I mean, very good things are happening right now. We're really going into business now, okay? People investing, we investing for people, we bringing businesses up, and so many ideas. So it's not just about talk, but we coming, to the practical side of business, and this is what the ministry is about. Thank you for those that sent in some proposals to us, that we can invest into. Like I said, we are looking out, okay, to invest into businesses. We are looking out to promote businesses and encourage people, to invest into your business. So if you have businesses or you have ideas that you want to share with us, you can always send us an email, or you can send me a WhatsApp. The number is there, 633-644-261 +3 for you add if you're not in Spain. You can send in your proposals through that WhatsApp, and we're going to look at it together. We're not going to share your idea with people. We're not going to sell your idea. We just want to invest into it. We just want to encourage you. We want you to help you. We want to help you start your business, and then let's see how we go from there. I'll see you again next week. My name is Akinshola Ogundia, and this is TopSol Business Hour. I want to say God bless you. God bless your dream. God bless your business. Thank you, and I'll see you next week.